Hela versus Ancient One, who would win? In one corner, the unstoppable ruler of Hell. Hela, the goddess of death, a being who shattered Mjolnir like it was nothing and brought an entire realm to its knees. In the other, the calm, calculated guardian of reality itself. Ancient One, the sorcerer supreme before Doctor Strange, a master of time, dimensions, and unseen forces beyond comprehension. Two forces. Two philosophies. One battle that bends reality itself. But the real question is, brute power or absolute control? Who truly wins? Power, origin and nature. Hela is not just powerful, she is power. As the daughter of Odin, her strength is directly tied to Asgard itself. The more connected she is to her realm, the more unstoppable she becomes. She doesn't learn power, she exists as it. Her magic is raw, destructive, and seemingly limitless. On the other side, the Ancient One was not born powerful, she became powerful through mastery. She draws energy from multiple dimensions, including the dark dimension. Her strength is not about overwhelming force, it's about control, precision, and deep understanding. Hela represents chaos and domination. The Ancient One represents balance and control. One is a storm. The other is the one who redirects it. Abilities and feats. Let's talk feats, because this is where things get insane. Hela casually destroys Mjolnir, a weapon feared across realms. She takes on the entire Asgardian army alone and wins effortlessly. Her blades manifest endlessly, piercing through anything in her path. She regenerates almost instantly and grows stronger the longer she remains in Asgard. She doesn't just fight armies, she ends them. But the Ancient One operates on an entirely different level. She manipulates space like it's paper, bending entire cities into the mirror dimension. She can separate souls from bodies, trap enemies in illusions, and strike from angles that don't exist in normal reality. She sees possible outcomes, slows perception of time, and fights while being steps ahead mentally. Hela dominates the physical battlefield. The Ancient One controls the battlefield itself. Speed, intelligence, and combat style. Hela fights like a conqueror. Aggressive. Relentless. Overwhelming. She doesn't wait, she strikes first and aims to end the fight instantly. Her speed is terrifying, fast enough to react to lightning-level attacks and overwhelm multiple opponents at once. But the Ancient One doesn't rely on speed alone, she relies on timing. Her combat style is precise, almost surgical. She predicts movements before they happen. She doesn't just react, she anticipates. In battle, she turns her opponent's strength into a weakness. Hela rushes in like a war machine. The Ancient One ensures that rush leads directly into a trap. But speed isn't just movement, it's perception. Hela reacts fast. The Ancient One anticipates faster. While Hela relies on instinct and dominance, the Ancient One operates on awareness. She reads patterns, studies rhythm, and disrupts momentum before it even begins. Every attack Hela throws becomes information. Every move, a clue. And once the Ancient One understands you, the fight is no longer equal. Because her combat is not just physical, it's psychological. She creates hesitation. She builds confusion. She turns certainty into doubt. And in battles like this, even a moment of hesitation can be fatal. Hela may control how the fight begins. But the Ancient One controls how it ends. Weaknesses and limitations. Even gods have limits. Hela's greatest strength is also her greatest weakness, Asgard. Her power is tied to it. Remove her from it, and she weakens. Destroy it, and her dominance fades. She relies heavily on brute force, which means she can be outplayed by someone more tactical. The Ancient One, however, has a different vulnerability. She is not physically durable like Hela. One clean, powerful hit could be devastating. She also depends on focus and energy flow. If disrupted or caught off guard, her defenses can collapse. So this becomes a battle of one hit versus one mistake. Hela needs one clean strike. The Ancient One needs one perfect move. But there's a deeper layer, mindset. Hela is driven by conquest and dominance. That confidence can turn into overconfidence. She expects victory, rather than preparing for resistance. And that becomes dangerous against someone like the Ancient One. Because the Ancient One thrives on patience. She doesn't rush. She doesn't panic. Even against overwhelming power, she remains calm and controlled. While Hela attacks with fury, the Ancient One observes in silence. And in that silence, she finds openings. Hela's power depends on location. The Ancient One's power depends on focus. One risks losing strength. The other risks making a mistake. And in this battle, one mistake is all it takes. Final verdict, who would win? This is where everything comes together. If the battle takes place in Asgard, Hela is nearly unstoppable. Her regeneration, endless weapons, and god-level durability make her overwhelming in direct combat. But this is not just a physical fight. The Ancient One does not fight on your terms. She removes you from reality. She traps you in dimensions where strength becomes meaningless. She attacks the mind, the soul, and perception itself. Hela is stronger. But the Ancient One operates on a higher level of combat. And in battles like this, intelligence defeats brute force. The winner is the Ancient One. Not because she is stronger, but because she would never allow the fight to become one where Hela can win. Because even if Hela adapts, even if she breaks free once, the Ancient One only needs a moment. A single opening. Her greatest weapon is not magic, it is understanding. She learns mid-battle. She evolves. Every second shifts the fight further in her favor. While Hela grows stronger with destruction, the Ancient One grows more dangerous with awareness. And then, the mirror dimension. A reality where the Ancient One becomes absolute. Where physics breaks, gravity bends, and direction loses meaning. In that space, Hela's strength becomes irrelevant. Because you cannot overpower a battlefield without rules. You cannot conquer what you cannot comprehend. Hela is a force of nature. But the Ancient One rewrites nature itself. And when reality becomes the weapon, the one who controls reality, controls the outcome. So no matter how brutal or chaotic this battle becomes, it was decided the moment the Ancient One chose the battlefield. Not Asgard. Not Earth. But a reality, where Hela was never meant to win. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.